Hey guys, how's it going? Philip, a trade genius. And before we get into this Swarm City token video, I wanted to remind you guys that we have our specials running on our site. These are our winter deals that runs to the end of the month. So if you're interested in getting into the room or any of the indicators that we have, that one we showed yesterday, our new one, we'll throw that in within any of these winter deals. So just a reminder there. All right, so Swarm City token. So what is this? Well, basically what they're aiming to do would be creating an environment or an ecosystem where, think of it like you could get anything from an Uber ride to some service that you might see on like Angie's List, for example. And how you would do that is you would basically post a hashtag of what you're looking for, and then depending on your area or where you live, there'll be different services available. And so it's interesting because they're trying to do this in a decentralized way. So currently, like if you have an Uber or if you have an Angie's List, those entities act as a centralized organization. They control the reputation, they make sure the service is good. Whereas this is going to try to take a decentralized approach. So how that works is, let's say you need a ride. You'd say, okay, I need a ride. You'll post that I need a ride. Somebody that's in the service would respond and say, hey, I can service you. You guys settle on a payment. It goes to a contract, and then that's how you're going to take something that's decentralized or centralized and make it decentralized, because once it goes into a contract, it's locked up, and to facilitate the payment, he's got to come and pick you up. He or she needs to come pick you up and complete the transaction. So there's an incentive to get the deal done. So that's how they're approaching it. So it's a pretty interesting project. The team is active. I think you'll be seeing some news coming out probably as they're making their rounds, and some announcements on the project coming up. So that's what I dug up on it. I think it's a pretty cool project. It's been out for a while, since last year. Started off as a different token, and then they converted over to the current token, which is SWT. So let's take a look at the chart, and we'll bring up basically kind of the long-term overview. Is that we, like a lot of the alts last year, we peaked out in summer. We went through the fork consolidation phase, and now we're down here in the bottoming phase. So unlike other tokens, this one hasn't really taken off yet. These are actually the types of setups that actually can pay. These haven't moved yet, but now we can get positioned in a level like this. What caught my eye was actually this consolidating pattern, excuse me. And so I'm expecting this would probably consolidate and break out, especially if there's any type of news or anything like that. Like I said, the team is active, so I would not be surprised to see some kind of news or something that they do, some deal, and that's what we get nice moves off of, is announcements like that. So thought I would share that with you guys. Kind of looking for these types of plays out there, but unless the team or the project seems like it's viable, I don't really like to speculate on those types. But Swarm looks like there's some potential here. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys, Swarm token, and keep an eye on that one. All right, guys, basically Bitcoin, we'll take a look at that real quick and we'll wrap up. Bitcoin, again, I showed you guys we're in a heavy confluence of fib buy zones here. It's going to take a lot of sell pressure to push through that. So I'm looking for this level in here. And even if we dip below 10, that's not the end of the world, but I would be looking for this trend line and the meat of this zone to hold. Another thing is, if you look at the 15-minute, this is I have the newer signal on. We had a short here or a sell here and then a buy here. So when you're in a chop like this, you can't actually play these up and down. And essentially we're just kind of stuck in this zone here, until we break either this level down here or this level up here at 11,000. So basically from 11,700 down to roughly almost 10,100 or 10,000. Yeah. If we break that level, either way, top or bottom, then there's probably going to be some movement. That being said, typically when you get these kind of inverted head and shoulders patterns, this is a 15-minute chart, so it would look a little cleaner on, let's say, hour, or yeah, let's do like a 2-hour chart. So you get kind of this bottoming pattern here, and then what we're looking for is you want to see this neckline get taken out. So let's do a trend line here. And so at this point, I know we're still in this chop channel kind of here, but if this gets taken out, then I'd probably would be expecting, or I would be expecting, that we breach out of this area and we move up. I'll probably tag this trend line from the underside here. So that's what it's looking like if we break this trend line. So we'll see how that plays out over the course of the day. It's 3 a.m. Eastern, so we'll see how the U.S. session affects the price here. But like I said, anywhere between this 11,700 and 10,100, I don't think we're going to see much movement inside that channel or until we break out of that. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. That helps a lot. And we'll get you on the next video tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.